Oh shit.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, in that Technicolor rainbow in between. Your boy Trey Proper.
That was dry.
Hold on a second, man. This is this shit over because this is like the third straight week that you
wait.
fucked up.
All right, I'm gonna do it over. I'm gonna do it again.
And action.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, in that Technicolor rainbow between. Your boy Trey Proper.
Your boy Big Hurdle.
And your boy Mr. Petty, Mr. One Take over here.
A girl has no name. Move on.
What up?
Okay. Thank you guys again for joining us here at Blerds and Whiskey Live. I don't know what's going on with my tongue. It's just all over the place. We've got a great... Shut up.
Pause again, Granddad.
We got a great show lined up for you again this week. We got some good things to talk about. We're going to get right into it. But first things first, as always, let's get to our drinks of the week. Big Herb, what you drinking on?
I'm drinking on that good old Uncle Nearest.
Okay.
Straight.
That's what's up. I need to get some more of that.
Yeah, that's good. Okay. All right.
I guess it's me. Just gin and juice.
Always.
Gin and juice.
Oh, okay. All right.
Big Snoop Dogg.
Oh, that's right. I just need, I'm drinking a spiked mimosa with a little bit of Jose. And because they didn't cut the check yet, so I had to switch it up.
Okay. Rick Stroh.
Yeah. Yeah. There we go.
What you sipping on?
What you sipping on, man?
Oh no.
Are you loud?
No, that's cool. I'm drinking something without sugar in it. So it's vodka and water. It's flavored water. Because no sugar. Because I'm trying to get my arms back to 26 inches of this.
Alrighty.
Wait, doesn't vodka have sugar in it?
No, not a lot.
Certain brands, no.
Okay. I am finishing off my last bit of Cavassier. So, and just Cavassier straight. That's what I'm drinking. So, let's get into our church announcements.
Alrighty, so let's get into these church announcements. We're starting off with shout out to the homeboy OTTV, our boy Overtime Sims. He's on Roku. He's also brought us on the Roku, so check us out on Roku. All right, moving on to Marvel. Jessica Jones and the Punisher have been brought back to the MCU. Guys, what you think about that? Moving on. So, I mean, yeah. Yeah, that lag is just remarkable. Anyway, the first trailer of Mortal Kombat is came out this past week. I believe it's coming out April 16th, I believe.
Yep.
Yes.
HBO. I love
HBO Max.
How canon the show is. I mean, how canon the movie is. How they stick to the.
Get that shit up. You know damn well that shit is not canon. You know it's not canon. Sub-Zero takes Jack's arms. That's not what happens. That's not what happens. I don't care.
Hey, audience members. You can see when Trey just put his hand in his head just now, you can see his stress about this movie come through the beads in his head. He's so stressed out about this movie, and it looks awesome. I'm so glad that Kano takes Reptile's heart. And are you upset that there's no katana, even though there's a Melina in it?
Like it makes no sense. You
And
introduce her later.
And Cabal is in it. You ain't even notice him. How upset he is. He's so bad. This movie's gonna
He's
be
all
awesome.
like, it's Ermac that took his arms, not Sub-Zero.
Nerd rage.
Look
About to pull out his beard.
So
I
pissed.
think that's
Another
more
example.
cousin rage than anything else.
This is another example of how Warner Brothers screws up things. They just see the concept and they're like, "Oh, I like the concept, but I'm gonna screw it over." I'm sorry, I know it's supposed to curse yet, but yeah, they just want to screw it over. They just want to bend it over with no lube whatsoever. That's what they do with everything that they have. That's the problem. This is why we don't like their DC movies and their DC products, except for some of the TV stuff.
Hey, Trey, we just crossed the 5-minute mark. Go ahead and say what you really want to
Fuck
say.
them. Fuck them. Several
I
dirty-
thought it was 10 minutes. It's 5.
But Trey wants the integrity of Mortal Kombat.
He said what?
All right.
He wants the integrity of Mortal Kombat.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Makes no sense. It's a fighting video game. No fighting video game makes sense.
Oh,
Makes sense in the games.
No, it doesn't.
Oh
They're
man.
all supposed to be dead.
Gotta
So
point
mad.
it.
They don't even have
Yeah.
Johnny Cage.
Okay, let him act in another movie. So what?
Are you really upset that you don't get to see ball punching? Is that what you're pissed because you don't get to see ball punching?
Yeah.
Get out of here. Get out of here.
Get out of here.
This movie, right, exactly.
You know, I'm so mad. I'm so angry.
This movie's gonna be amazing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna enjoy every bit of it.
Yeah, okay.
I might
We'll
give
see. That
I
would
might
be-
give Rick an extra $5 this month just because of the movie. Anyway, moving on. Our hearts go out to the state of Texas this past week. They lost power and for a few days. I think they're still out of power right now, if I'm not mistaken. And it was one of the most deadly ice storms that has gone through the state in years. But I want to point out, first of all, our prayers go out to every single one of you guys in Texas. We hope that you guys recover well.
I don't know about every single one. Most of y'all.
I mean, it's
most of y'all.
Yeah.
My heart goes out
Yeah.
to.
But I
think
want to go ahead.
I think it's partially like they have their own power grid, and they chose to do that years ago. Like you kind of set yourself up. And I hate to be the guy that's going to put the blame out there, but you set yourselves up. You don't want to be part of the country. You've tried to secede multiple times. Stuff like this happens. Now you're looking at the government and blaming the new regime for what's happening. Like, no, they didn't do this to you. You did it to yourselves. So I hope everything works out, and I hope everybody, can recover. And I'm sorry for the loss of life, but Monday morning quarterbacking, you shouldn't have done it.
When you elect people like Ted Cruz, this is what you get.
Yeah.
When you try to blame the new administration for your climate change that you're experiencing, when the president that you love so much that you said went to a Stop the Steal rally, because I ain't forget, that's that nigga's fault. Okay? Don't try to blame Biden. Because he wasn't even a part, he didn't even care about climate change.
Oh, and let's not forget to call out the mayor of that town too, that said, just
Colorado
only
City,
the strong,
Texas.
yeah, only the strong survive. Fuck you both, Ted Cruz and him. So,
and the rest of y'all that think the same way that they think. That's why I said most.
and while we're on the fuck you train, why don't we go over and talk about Rush Limbaugh?
It's a celebration, bitches. Thank you.
I wish I had some champagne right now so that I could have an NBA championship style celebration right here.
Oh man,
man, fuck Rush Limbaugh.
I really you should have had a bell to ring when he died. That's everybody in the country should have a bell to ring when he fucking died. Because that fucker decided to have a bell go off every time somebody who was of a different sexual orientation passed away from AIDS. Like, yo, you enjoy the hot coal you're sitting on right now, sir. You deserve it.
By the way, not to mention, he said some fucked up shit about the black people in football, because whenever they play each other, it's like the Bloods and Crips playing without weapons.
Bro, he said fucked up shit about black people, period. Constantly.
Yeah.
Not just while he was on ESPN for that 2 weeks. No, he was a racist, he's a sexist, he's every negative term that you could think of, it's Rush Limbaugh. Except for the episode where he was on Family Guy, because Brian is a way worse person, but that's neither here nor there.
The black guy.
Yeah, Rush Limbaugh is Joe Rogan's final form.
Oh, shit.
Basically,
Oh shit! But, wow.
where's the lie? I mean, where's the lie?
Moving on to this one. So if you guys tuned in to our Twitch account on Friday, we're setting it up for March the 5th. We're going to be watching the season finale of WandaVision. So this way you guys can watch us as you're watching the show. Get our commentary on what we think about the show. Tell us what we tell you. You tell us what you thought about it as well in the comments.
Right, watch with us.
Watch with us. So
Come take this back.
And
invite will be posted later.
Yeah.
And I may even put on a different filter for y'all this time. You never know.
And there's one more thing in the church announcement, but I'm going to toss it up to Cuzzo. Rita, what's good?
Appreciate you very much, Big Herb. So I want to give a special shout out to our classmate at Frederick Douglass High School who started his record label. And you got the picture? I can't see it. Yeah, so everybody that went to Douglas, big homie, was on a part of the football team. And that's actually bullshit. He's actually Meek Mills. And we were doing this to test out Trey's blackness because he never knows who anybody is.
Memphis Bleak. Memphis Bleak. Trey was like,
Bleak, dog.
What did I say? I said,
he's like, oh, he looked familiar. Oh,
I remember him on the football team.
I said I remember the face, but I don't remember the name.
It was like, yeah, I think he read it before me.
Holy shit! Yeah.
That was another installment of Trey's.
Trey's still confused.
I'm not confused. Okay, I'm not confused. I just don't give a fuck. Like, I'm glad you guys are enjoying this moment of entertainment that you're having, trying to pull one over on me. But ultimately, I could give a fuck less because Memphis Bleak ain't do shit for none of y'all. He ain't do a shit for me. So.
It's not about that. It's not even about
the funniest part of this whole thing is rather than just give into it, Trey tries to go high with it. Oh, he's never done anything for you. You don't know nothing about the culture. Don't try to play that shit. Don't you pull that falling down the stairs shit to me, man.
You're in stew, motherfucker.
in the comments, just Troy 95. Yeah, I don't know who Memphis Bleak is. I know who Jay-Z is. I know he worked with him for a while, but
he also played for varsity football team.
I guess.
He played with
He graduated in the class of 02. Shout out to class of 02 from Frank. Yeah.
Okay.
That shit was funny.
What the fuck on?
He's trying to high road it. This nigga ain't know who he was.
Nope.
Oh, shit. My bad, dog. My bad.
Yo,
if
they go low, we go high with a person. God damn.
Wait, throw some other rappers out there. I don't know their answers.
You know what? We'll set that up in the future. We got
Set it up. Set it up. Let's make sure we record my reactions when you show them to me, so everybody can see that I still don't give a fuck.
Okay. Whatever makes you feel better, homie.
Okay.
All right. Moving on. We're gonna move on to our first topic. And
who's that? Ludacris? No, it's just a nigga with cornrows and sideburns. Fucking no.
Man, go ahead. All right.
You feel better? Did you get it all out?
No, I'm gonna tell you how I really feel.
trying to tell y'all. Hey Lou, your rent's due, motherfucker.
Go ahead,
Okay. Moving on. Again, for the second time. Topic number 1, which is WandaVision. I'm gonna go in circles, and just because you are feeling so politically motivated to go high when we're going low, I'm gonna toss it over to Trey first. So go ahead, big homie, you got the floor. Tell us how you feel about the latest episode.
WandaVision this week, of course, it wasn't as action-packed as I like. Doesn't mean that it was a bad episode. I do think it was a good episode. We got a lot of things come in. We did see a big reveal that I think is a big reveal with the I fucking forgot the name of the fucking book. The
Darkhold.
The Darkhold.
The
yes.
Darkhold. Yeah.
Which, if you follow a lot of Marvel lore, that has popped up multiple times throughout the Marvel history in the comics. And there's a bigger big bad that's behind that, that's actually locked in that book. So
You mustn't read the book. Sorry.
And it's not Mephisto. So I'm not saying Mephisto isn't involved in it, but he's not directly involved with the Darkhold.
Not
So
so you're absolutely right.
yeah, so it's definitely, things are about to pick up. We got to see a slight depiction of Monica Rambeau's powers. I kind of felt some type of way with her having blue eyes, but at the same time, it is what it is. I
never rage on that one too.
No,
It wasn't canon.
more like I don't like seeing Black women depicted with blue eyes. That's just what I was thinking. But how do you guys feel about this episode?
Okay. Let me start
I'm gonna
off.
Go. Wait, I thought
Go, Rita.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Just so happened you were next, so go ahead, her.
Oh, okay. So I want to start off by this with the commercial. The commercial showed that of Nexus, which is a depression. One thing that did stick out to me is that she's going through the last episode since the beginning, she's going through the 5 stages of grief. First 2 episodes was denial, 3 and 4 was anger, 5 and 6 was bargaining. This one was depression. As I talked to Rick yesterday, she might never, ever go to acceptance. So, I mean, it's just that. And then looking at like the Nexus, she's a Nexus being with Wanda, Jean Grey, and King the Conqueror.
Proud of you.
Yeah, I did a deep dive this week. Yes, yes, I did. And then on top of that, Wanda was taking some pills right before what's the name? Monica came in there. So, and with Agnes, was Agnes really giving her the pills the whole time? I mean, it's all subliminal and everything. So, I mean, it's just like Trey said, it's clear that she's Monica's getting her powers now. I still don't think that engineer that came out, I think the engineer just dropped it off to them. Not to mention, I still think that those people are scrolls in the back of my mind, just doing some deep diving. Before I go on a rant, a big rant and everything, I don't want to spoil it for everybody else, but I did want to talk about that when Monica basically had to hold my beer, I'm going in into the hex. So, dog, this was really, yeah, it was good.
Right.
Real quick, can I say something? In the comments, Andrew Wormley talking about the Nexus beings. Basically, we were talking about what her was speaking about was the Nexus commercial for the stuff that she was taking. Now there is a Nexus in Marvel Comics. It's the Nexus of all realities that gets
and
into
a Nexus in the MCU as well. A Nexus in the MCU with Ultron had a different rationale. I don't know if this Nexus commercial is going to try and tie into that or if it's going to try and tie into the comic books. But there are multiple reasons for Nexus right now.
Yes.
To answer the question.
Yeah.
Okay. Rick, you want to go?
Oh, it's my go?
Yeah.
All right. So real quick, I'm just going to say this. So a Nexus level being is a being that's not tied to any reality. So that further answers that question. All right. Yep. So I'm not going to touch on any of that surface level shit. I'm going to touch on some deep dive stuff, right? So there is an Easter egg that we all missed, right? Remember the strong man that comes up to Darcy and comes up into Vision, and he's wearing a blue suit with a big ass gold S on it. That is a Century Easter egg for all of you that were not even paying attention. Boom. Number 2, Hayward, Sentient Weapons Observation and Response Division. What did he want Vision for? Why did he want a sentient robot? What could he be trying to do? He has this big ass grudge against superpowered people. Every time you mention a superpowered person, he gets some type of bug up his ass. He wants Vision to create Sentinels because he hates superpowered people. He is some type of MCU version where they're mixing the Grim Reaper with Bolivar Trask. Right? That's some weird shit going on there, ain't it?
Yeah, it really
Pretty
is.
cool. Also, the next thing. I'm sorry. So there's a lot of people who do these deep dives, who do these breakdowns, and like they've let the masses intimidate them into not going with their beliefs from what they know from the comics. You can't intimidate me. I can beat all of your asses. It's Mephisto. Agatha is not the main villain. Stop saying that. All because they gave you a catchy song. You sons of bitches out there. Oh, she's the main. No, she's not. She's working for Mephisto. It's Mephisto. Right. Who's up next?
Agatha's not strong enough to do it. Agatha is not strong enough to do it by herself. Cam, we're gonna let you go, and then I'll follow up after that.
I mean, like, we all pretty much covered the surface stuff. I'm just gonna make it real quick. I liked it. You definitely gotta watch it 3 or 4 times to catch everything. I'm gonna go back and watch more stuff too. I did good catch on the Century. I didn't catch that. Mainly because I was watching Kat Dennings. So
we all
Chesticles.
I mean, it probably took a strong man to get her in that suit, but it's. I'm gonna leave that alone, and we're gonna move on.
Okay, so just to give a little bit more, I completely agree with, what Rick and Herb were saying, especially about Darkhold. The Easter egg is that the person who created this book or helped create this book, their name starts with a C. You can Google it. It's there. I promise you. I want to deep dive a little bit more into the commercials because you kind of all touched on some of my surface points. So I just want to do a little bit more of a deep dive of all the commercials collectively. Herb, you had an interesting take on the commercials, but I have a different one.
Okay.
So let's start with commercial number 1. The toaster by Stark with the beeping noise from the bomb. My bad, I just told you. So the beeping noise is basically the noise. I think the dreams, let me start by saying, I think the dreams are memories. Mm-hmm. I think the dreams are either memories or things that are happening currently. The toaster with the beeping noise being the bomb that, she spoke of when they were 10 years old that has Stark on the side because the toaster was made by Stark Industries. So that's my reason for feeling like these dreams are memories. The second one where it was the Stricker.
Yeah,
Strucker, sorry. And Strucker was the individual who experimented on them activating their mutant genes. So memory. Hydra soap represents some of the false memories, in my opinion, that Hydra definitely had a soap for that implanted false memories in the minds of individuals. So I think that could be either a knock on Hydra or it could be a deeper dive into Nightmare, but I'm going to leave it at that. That might be a little bit more of a stretch. Legos. No, it's Legos. Legos, where she had the accidental killing of all of those people, where she was trying to save Captain America, where you had the red water that was dripping down the counter and they cleaned it up with paper towels. But then there was the second part about the husband who spilled the beer, and Agatha Harkness mentioned a beer named June 2nd or something like that in the first episode. So that could also be a false / real memory that she's realizing, because Agatha has some control over her, but she's not the big bad, like Rick said. So there's that. Yo Magic, which represents, I think, her loneliness, her mental state, where she's on this island by herself and she's dying. And the only thing that could save her is Yo Magic, her magic that is bringing her back to a different type of reality. And then you move on to the Nexus with her being a Nexus being. Vision is also a Nexus being. Let's not forget about that. You also have, I have my notes. Nexus beings can alter the flow of reality, which is basically said whether it's your reality or not. in the commercial. That's why I more so feel like that Nexus theme is going to more so towards the comic books version versus what Jarvis was doing, where he was changing the codes with Ultron. And so one new hold on, wait. I'm sorry, y'all. Yeah. And then, let's not also forget another character they're going to be introducing here, which is King the Conqueror, who is also a Nexus being. So we're just going to go from there. I'm going to let y'all rebuttal, look at some comments in the chats. But yeah, that's all I have to say. I have other theories too, but I wanted to deep dive more on the commercials.
I want to go because I think one thing we all kind of forgot, probably because it was that disheartening, was the fact that they, for episodes like 2 and up, they were talking about this scientist that's supposed to like this expert, and then it was just a random character. They just threw a name in there. It was such a letdown that we all kind of forgot that we were all disappointed by this big reveal. We're thinking it's gonna be like Reed Richards, Hank McCoy, introduce someone that has some scientific know-how that could work with them. And they dropped the ball. I think they're still going to have something later on. I don't think they're done with that particular angle, but I think they're going to throw something in later on about that.
I think honestly that it's going to be. I don't even think that that's really the person. To be honest with you, it's just excuse me, because Marvel always has something up their sleeve. So I'm not going to hold out and say like, oh yeah, that's the person. I just feel like it's just because you just wouldn't just I know somebody and then just some random person that you put in. It just doesn't seem that's Marvel's thing. I think it's like just look at this real quick before I go and set something else up. Also,
that's the word you're looking for is misdirection, which is the key element of this whole the whole thing.
Exactly.
Sleight of hand trick.
Exactly. One thing that I did want to point out because Rick came over my crib yesterday. We was talking about the show. And the fact that Miles is actually playing, it was Agatha all along, like 15 straight times. And it's funny because like for me, I knew, me and Talani knew this the whole entire time. Like Agatha had something to do with it. But for the people who don't watch it, who don't do the deep dives and everything, it's funny because it's just like, oh, it was Agatha. But I mean, at the same time, it's like, we knew that shit was going to happen. We knew who she was, and still the excitement of the actual song and everything was cool. And I ain't even gonna lie. I was like, oh, you bitch. Like, I mean, I knew you did it. We all knew that she did it. We read it in the comics, but it's just still like, that's the wonderful thing about about Marvel, the MCU, is just that they still give you this excitement, even though you know what's going, the real comic book heads know what's going on, but it's just amazing how they're putting this thing together. I honestly can't wait until next week's because Rick showed us the trailer for next week. That shit looks awesome. The one letdown that I honestly have to say is that even though it was a rumor, we all thought that this shit was going to be an hour long. Then we look and see it's 37 minutes. Marvel, please have the next 2 episodes be an hour.
30 minutes minus the credits.
Exactly. The 10-minute credits. So.
Oh yeah. And then
one other thing I wanted to point out real quick that I don't think anybody, because Rick was talking about an Easter egg that we didn't catch. The other Easter egg we did not catch, or y'all didn't catch because I caught it, was that Tyler Hayward had medical files, not only on Monica Rambeau and a couple of other unknowns, but they had a medical file on Ray Johnson as well. And so I feel like that's going to be maybe some of our setup for Falcon and Winter Soldier. But, you know, he also possesses enormous powers for those people who knows who he is. I'm not going to spoil it and give out the name, but y'all should look up who Ray Johnson is. That's it. There you go.
Also, the like I think Mr. Petty made the post on the fan page. We all think the real villain is the credits because this is the first time we had credits. So just had to point it out. Also looking at the comments, I'm not sure how to say your name, but last name notes. I think Monica already had powers and didn't know it. I think Agatha knew of her powers, and that's why she focused on removing her from the hex. And y'all think I guess they're asking, do we think Quicksilver is Mephisto? Me personally, I don't think. I think he's just a construct, just like they displayed. I think that part is accurate, and Mephisto has yet to reveal himself, or the real big bad has yet to reveal himself.
Mephisto got them kids though, and I'm gonna say that.
Now that is a major spoiler.
So
I'm
gonna say this. I think Quicksilver is actually Nicholas Scratch, Agatha's son.
I was going to say that.
That's who I think that is. Yeah. Get on my stuff. So there are a lot of like I still think this show has a lot to give us. I think there are going to be a lot of reveals. I think like the engineer,
Major Goodner.
Yeah. Like so, I have a theory about who I think they are, but I'm going to save that for the finale because I believe that's when it's going to come out. And then also there are two more big reveals that are going to come out that are going to shock everybody. And there's also something that's going to happen next week that God, I wish I could just watch this with a room full of people who have no idea what's coming because I want to laugh at your reactions. That's all. The show is going to be amazing. The show has been amazing so far. Even the slower pace and the shorter, like the shorter time length has gotten a little bit annoying, but it's just been so gratifying to have some Marvel content. You know what I mean? To be able to watch on top of all of the hours and hours of Netflix and Hulu and Amazon Prime and whatever streaming service you name it that we've all been watching. So it's really good to have. But getting back to the Century Easter egg, you know, they had the strong man dressed up in the sort of Century garb, and you know, in order to help get his gains, I'm pretty sure he had to have a pretty strenuous workout regimen, like you all can have if you go to blerdsandwhiskey.com and click on our partnership tab and go to FNXFit.com. FNXFit.com has everything that you need to get your gains in the gym, to help reinvigorate your joints. Where they have a really good collagen pill, they've got whey protein, they've got pre-workouts, they have amino acids, they have fitness gear, they have workout plans, they have meal plans, they have everything that you need to go on your fitness journey. Use our promo code FNXBlurs13 to get 15% off your purchase. Again, it's FNXFit.com for all of your workout, getting enhanced, getting century-esque body modes ideas.
That was kind of rough.
You're right, Cam. She was, and yes. Sorry.
You said that was kind of rough.
Yeah.
What says, what if Disney makes Agatha Wanda's mom?
Checking out the comments.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The comments.
I will say this: that will definitely piss off Mr. Proper, and I'm here for that.
He is so mad.
Yeah.
I don't like any of you right now. I don't like any of you.
Hold on. You didn't take the high road on that one, sir. Get back on the high road.
Consistency is key.
Fuck that. If I don't like it, I don't like it. It is what it is. I'm entitled to my damn opinion. But if Disney, I have learned to trust Disney in their choices of changing things. And if that did happen, it would. I mean, I'd get over it. I wouldn't like it, but I'd get over it. It'd be like, okay. You know, sometimes you don't necessarily have to prove that you're the smartest guy in the room. You just let everybody find out on their own. But speaking of smartest guys in the room, let's get into a character.
What the fuck does that have to do with anything?
Oh, you ain't even supposed to do character week. That was Cam.
Character of the week. Today's another installment for Black History Month for Blerds and Whiskey, and today's character is Mr. T.
I'm beautiful!
Not that one. Actually, it's Michael Holt, also known as Mr. Terrific. I don't think anyone really calls him Mr. T. Maybe they do. It was the 90s. They gave him that quintessential 90s haircut. Like, Mr. Terrific is one of the smartest people in the DC comic. He rivals Batman, basically. The only advantage I think Batman has over him is the fact that Cyberware, which is the company that Michael Holt owns, is actually owned by Wayne Tech. That's their white privilege. He holds several PhDs, 14 of them, engineering, electronics, chemistry, blah, 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 whatever it takes to actually do successful stuff in comics. He also holds black belts in about 6 different martial arts, so he's a hand-to-hand tactician type fighter. He's an excellent inventor and chemist and doctor and scientist. So while he doesn't have any special powers or anything like that, he does have special abilities. He's basically like a polymath. He has natural aptitudes of picking things up, so that's how he's able to master so many things. He is the inventor of these things called T-spheres, which is pretty much like these little metal orb drone balls that surround him that pretty much can do any and everything that he has at his command. You might have seen him in a lot of the media. He's been featured a couple of times in Justice League Unlimited cartoon. He's also been featured in Batman Brave and the Bold. You'll recognize him as a black dude with the big T on his face, which is part of his mask. Basically, that's like nanotechnology that's basically in his face, so he can pretty much at will bring the mask up, which hides him from visibility of most technology, so he can't be picked up on camera, because basically his mask is a T, so that's not really hiding much on his face. In the CW universe, he's played by Echo Kellium, which is kind of the same character, Mr. Terrific. His name is Curtis Holt instead of Michael Holt. That incarnation has the same aptitude and technology and scientific know-how. The only difference is the hand-to-hand combat skills. He's not quite up there. And as a character himself, he doesn't really stand up for himself as the Mr. Terrific in the comics would. He's very underutilized. He could definitely do well in the media aspect. I could see him in maybe Justice League 2. Maybe his own solo movie. He's obscure enough that a lot of people don't know him, so that gives him a chance to actually wow a lot of audience, so he could be a sleeper hit of the DC universe. He's a good fill-in for where Batman fails, too. He's a millionaire. He's an Olympic-level athlete. He is extremely intelligent. He's one of the 3rd smartest people on the planet Earth in DC Comics. Where Batman, Ted Kord, or anyone else who's filling those shoes can be there, you got someone like Mr. Terrific in DC's back pocket that could be very useful. So anyway, back to you guys.
Real name has just been plastered across the screen the whole time.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
It was.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah.
Mine just said iPhone.
You all right there, Mr. Proper?
Lost my train of thought. I've lost my train of thought. I'm not even gonna lie.
You still upset about Memphis Blake?
You can murder a freedom fighter, but you can't murder freedom. You can murder a liberator, but you can't murder liberation.
Oh man. Our cholesterol is going up. Praise that.
And we all
make Trey finding out about Memphis Bleak, the clip of the week?
Oh yeah, it's already done. It's already done. It's in editing right now.
Yes. Yes.
And we just murdered a blurred on live internet.
Yeah, because I'm definitely not a music blurred. I'm not. I've never claimed to be. I don't walk around quoting people's lyrics.
He doesn't walk around here.
No. So
here.
As your older cousin, as your older cousin, I'm not gonna let you get away with that last comment. You're not talking about you being a music blurred. It's a culture blurred. Period.
So now I don't have.
Wait. No. Hold on. Let me clarify. There have been dozens of Black culture references that we've made, not on air, but some on air, some in meetings, where Trey just was sitting there like, yeah. Okay, guys. They just go, it's literally just right over.
Crickets.
Okay. Again.
How you gonna be a high horse and that salty, man? Damn.
I'm salty. I am so mad. Robber. Oh, my feelings are hurt. Like, I don't know what to do. I might actually do like Herb said and actually pull my beard out. But you know what? If I do pull my beard out, I'll grow my shit right back and fuck.
He's gonna herb it up. He's gonna herb it up.
It's rabble.
Struggle. Go to blerdsandwhiskey.com. Now I'm salty. Beard struggle. Get you some beard struggle. You get everything you need to get your follicles strengthened. The code is Blerds13 or Blerds1. It's Blerds1, man. Get your 15% off. Y'all got me today. Good job. Proud of y'all. I'm shutting the fuck up.
Hey Trey, you big mad or little mad?
Almost died on camera. I had to get
Yo,
out.
we're a nerd show, so put a cape on so you can be super mad. Yo.
I'm glad I wasn't drinking juice that time because I was
Superman.
drinking juice the
Put
last
a cape
time.
on. Put a cape on.
Super mad. I'm super mad.
Is that your grandfather's blazer? Where did you get that? That is like Deacon Brown. Where did you get that from?
Oh, you like you brought
Yuck it up. Let's go.
like,
Get
I'm
them all
gonna
up. That's
pop
it?
some-
Is that all you got?
I'm going to pop some tags. Only $20 in my pocket.
This is fucking awesome.
Keeping it on for the rest of the show. Let's go. I'm super mad. No more jokes.
Are we off the rails?
Is that it?
Oh, the train has crashed.
All right, Cam. Okay.
All right.
Topic 2.
Today's with it being Black History Month, a lot of black cosplayers have been doing these hashtag 28 cosplays of black or 28 days of black cosplays. A lot of them have been catching flack recently in their comment section. A lot of trolls have been coming for them, saying that certain characters they're cosplaying aren't black. Well,
Trey is definitely black and he's already in character. Look at him.
I'm Superman. Salty man.
Community,
Sodium levels increase.
I love it.
I'm so salty. So salty.
Go ahead, Cam.
So one of our homies, Skip from Blurred Over, he's been like ousting a lot of these racist comments, posting their profiles, you know, in the stories, stuff like that, just to put it out there. But that's always been a constant thing, especially with a lot of cosplayers. There are not a lot of characters of color that people can cosplay as. So sometimes, especially in the anime community, they cosplay as characters they like and enjoy, and they're black people that do it. So the problem is you got white people who will comment saying like, you know, the original character's not even black. I don't know why couldn't you pick a black character? Well, the original character is also not white either. So I don't know what y'all are really trying to say here. Like, they're Japanese, my guy. But
White people are just getting mad at people doing what they do because they appropriate everybody's culture because they don't have any culture. They do it constantly. They do it all the time. Look at all of these commercials and all these advertisements that you see on social media. All of a sudden, every advertising Fortune 500 company talks like a black woman. Like now, all of a sudden, like that's what they do. They do this shit all the time, and they're just getting mad because it's like, hey, stealing everybody else's stuff and not giving them credit for it is our thing. You guys can't do that. that's our thing, guys. Come on.
Oh man.
appropriation is their thing, I guess. I don't
Wait,
know.
why did they have to say, come on?
No, but it's a frustrating thing because like some of these people put a lot of work and effort into their costumes and cosplays, and some of them actually like shut down their accounts because of the comment section being too toxic for them. I mean, me personally, I'm not saying like have thicker skin. I'm just saying like a lot of this stuff is just unnecessary. Like I don't know. It's pretty just unnecessary hate, and like especially in this community, like it just frustrates me a lot seeing people put like something that they enjoy and love and passion into something. And yes, the internet is full of everyone's opinion, but it's one thing to be like, okay, this costume, that's pretty cool, or you mess up this one part of this costume, but to flat out call out like other people's races or say something like such character is not a monkey, shit like that is the part that I don't like, and that's the part that's always gotten me upset.
My thing is this, I mean, don't let other people just shit on rain on your parade, man. It's just be the best you that you can be. And the best way that you, I mean, seriously, I mean, yes, it's good that you want to go out there, do your cosplaying. At this point, man, cut the fucking comments off. Cause I mean, I ain't here for all that negative shit. I mean, yeah, it's good to have like people commenting and everything, but for that toxic shit, man, come on. I'm not saying y'all need to just grow thicker skin. Don't even worry. Be the best you. That's the best way that I could go ahead and just tell everybody else.
Did anybody else notice that Herb's advice is the advice that Daryl gave from the office when he had no idea what Andy came into his office crying about?
Wow.
Be the best you that you can be.
It really
You
wasn't
will
even
overcome
a
this. That is awesome. That is awesome.
I'm not saying,
Even-
I really didn't even see that episode yet. So it's just
honestly, if you haven't noticed, what a lot of them could also do is another advice they can follow is Mr. Proper's way, denial, and just act like you don't care about it.
So since I think we're talking about something very serious, I'll keep it back on track of the topic. Basically, I feel I'm disappointed in the platform TikTok itself because they have failed to find a way to prevent this from happening. They've even gone, there's so much regulation on them on certain words you can't tag yourselves in. I'm not sure, but I think they started shadow banning for words like cosplay and things like that. So people who are doing it can't even get their stuff out there or can't get it seen. So I think it is mostly the fault of the platform itself because they don't regulate as they don't scrutinize as much as they should people's comments, people's content. They're so worried about some girl twerking and taking that down, not paying attention to the actual wording that people put under people's posts. Exactly. And the bullying can be so caustic that it causes people to want to jump off the platform. And I think that TikTok, it's all platforms, all social media platforms need to make sure they are regulating and observing as much as they can so they can prevent stuff like this. Because some people are sensitive. Some people can't throw on a dirty blanket and wear it for the rest of their show and not feel bad about it. You know, some people get a shirt. I'm doing a thing. Rick, shut the fuck up. Some people don't have thick skin, and they will shut down completely because these social media platforms are the only things that they have where they can express themselves, where they can get out that awkwardness, and all they want to do is just show what they can do. And there are assholes out there who will shit on everything positive because they've got nothing else better to do with their lives. So I think that it's really the fault of the platforms themselves, and they need to do better.
Yeah,
I have a question for her, Trey. Since you have a somewhat of a following on TikTok, are you going to use your platform as a voice for some of these cosplayers who have gotten off of that platform as a result of the backlash that they have experienced? You've been seen in cosplay yourself to an extent on TikTok. So what are you as an avid TikToker, especially for people like me and Rick who don't have TikTok, like what are you going to do to help use your voice and your platform as a voice to others who don't have the exposure that you have? And what would make me want to join based off of this negative backlash, because you are an avid, hey, get TikTok. So that's my question for you.
I personally, I will admit that I haven't done anything personally. I haven't done anything as far as my platform. What I do as well, what I do to assist, because the way TikTok works, it's all based on the algorithm, how many likes you get, and how long people watch your videos. Whenever I see a person of color cosplayer, male, female, gay, straight, whatever, I watch their video to completion. And if I really like it, I subscribe. I follow that person. Like I'm following a lot of people on there. So what you can do to help these people, even if you're watching online, watch their content to the entirety of it and like it. Don't spam them, but like. That's what I do. That helps people's pages. It helps boost them. You can't just scroll. That doesn't help. The algorithm knows better. So if you're not watching people's content to completion, you're not helping. And that's the first way you can do it on the lowest level. The next way to do it, it would be to share their content, to share it to your social media, to give these people credit so more people can see that this person is doing, and drop a comment. That's the best way to do it, to get their likes up, because people of other races, when they see their people doing something, you see them share it. Samoans, Asians, whites, Hispanics, whatever have you. I'm sorry, Latinx, I apologize. But whatever have you, they do that. What a lot of Black people do is I ain't got time for this. I don't have time for this. I'm scrolling. I'm not watching you wearing your, and they put a negative stamp on it. So these people are doing cosplay, or they're dressing up, they're doing costumes. They could be visual effects artists in the future. This could be them honing their craft. So don't look at it as, oh, she's got her cleavage out, she's being a hoe. No, she's being a character, and that character is depicted that way. Like, share, and subscribe their stuff. Support your Black content creators out there. That's what you can do. So what I do is that I will make an effort to do more, because I do have a sizable following, and I have no problem with doing that. I can make that promise going forward.
One thing also is just to piggyback on what Trey is, when that original person makes it, make sure you tag their name in, not the person who actually just copied off of it and stitched it or anything like that. Go to the original source, because the original source, like I've seen, there's been plenty of times where a Black creator had made something and then another white person came on and did it, and that white person got famous by not tagging that original person. And then you got these companies coming in saying like, oh yeah, well, we like how you did this dance. Show us how you do it in a commercial. No, she got it from somebody else. You need to go to the source. Like we always, like everybody always say, go to the source. That's the person. Make sure that you put that person's name in there, the original person.
This week on a special Blerds and Whiskey, Trey takes the high road.
I don't know. One thing I'm gonna do that can help, I guess, is, like I said, I'm a petty dude, so I'm probably gonna go to that person who makes those bad comments and like give them all the attention that they want. that's my vow.
I'm now at 30, and I'm not bragging. No, fuck it, I'm bragging.
It's a humble brag.
I'm at 30,000. I'm just gonna say it. I'm at 30,000 followers on TikTok. I don't have time to go through and battle people in the comments. I don't have the energy or the patience to do it.
I'm gonna battle in their comment section. Like if I see cosplay and I see.
So wait. So are you taking the high road because you're famous? And you're like, I gotta set the example.
I am above 30K. I don't have time for you. and your insolence. I will not deal with this insolence.
You peasants.
Oh, my agent. Got it.
And for those of you who are just tuning in, I'm wearing this because it's my salty cake, not because I'm being.
No, look in the sky.
It's a dirty
Look in the sky. It's a beard. It's a plane. It's super salt.
Oh shit.
Yo, Jesus, you look like Olivia on that episode of the Cosby Show when she was trying to be a movie star.
History Month, y'all.
Off camera guy, did you get your screenshot already? Hold on.
Yo, I was about to say that's the title for this week's episode too. Is Trey takes the high road. That's the title.
No. TikTok sensation Trey Proper takes the high road.
Exactly. There we go. There
Don't
it is.
fuck up the title.
Right.
Don't fuck the title up.
This nigga got famous for laughing at shit.
Under 20K.
Like, honestly, I didn't do anything. I just literally laughed at stuff. I'm not at all.
How many
I have an
followers
infectious laugh, and it got me 30,000 followers.
How many followers on TikTok do you have? Under 1,000? Don't speak to me.
Holla at me when you get your first 10K.
30.6 as a matter of fact.
Wait a minute. I'm gonna stop you right there. This nigga said 30.6 rather than 30,600. But
good job. You got me again.
You at the point where you don't have an apostrophe on your shit. You got the point.
It's just it's a point K.
It's point K.
Move along, peasants.
Don't even have apostrophes on my shit. Who is looking for apostrophes?
Hey, Mr. Trey Popper, how you doing? I really like your TikToks. You've only got 100 followers. Get away from me, peasants!
Okay.
Away with him.
Oh my god.
Yo.
Peasants.
He's like,
I'm telling you now.
Popper, I love your content.
No,
This ain't all likes matter.
If you start doing this in your TikToks, I better get credit for it. I'm so saying, you start doing this, I better get credit for it.
All right. But no, seriously, on a serious note, we do have to please support content creators of color because they are being pressed down, they are being shadow banned, they are being treated without respect. Go to the original content creator. That sound that you see, go to that original. Find that original. Even when you see reels on Instagram, people are taking the sounds from TikTok and making their own. And these some people, and I'm just gonna say it, white people are getting millions of followers because of this. And they're using content that's created by people of color. So find the original, follow the original, like the original. It's that simple.
Ain't that some shit? White people making their success off the blacks of black people.
Oh man, it's just yeah.
All right, guys. I think we've pretty much officially gone off the rails, and I think
y'all don't need us anymore.
Yeah, Big Herb, do you think?
Oh man. As always, like, share, subscribe on all social media platforms. And if you're looking at us on Facebook, be sure to press that little bell on there to get the notifications. And as always, I almost forgot, just a reminder, once again, on March the 5th, we will be watching WandaVision on Twitch. So be sure to like, share, subscribe on that as well. And as always, 8 p.m. I'm sorry. Thanks, Cam. Be sure, as always, up to it, down to it. Fuck those who don't do it. We do it because we used to it. Drink, motherfucker, drink.
Actually, not fuck those who don't do it. It's when they go low, we go high. That's what it is.
Bye-bye, peasants. Bye-bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and that technicolor rainbow in between, it's your boy Trey Proper.
It's your boy Big Herb.
And thank you for watching Blerds and Whiskey.
Be sure to like, share, subscribe on all social media platforms.
And check us out on blerdsandwhiskey.com.
Be sure to get that merch.
And come take this shot.